Now, rather than put tons of emphasis here and stopping here, let's look at how to respond to devilish threats and these efforts to try to destroy society. Let's watch Laconius, and as we watch him, let's learn latter-day lessons from him. What does he do? As you turn the page over, at the very top, speaking of Laconius being the governor, it describes him as a just man, and he could not be frightened by the demands and the threatenings of a robber. Brothers and sisters, God does not want us looking down in fear and outward in fear. He wants us looking upward in faith. It doesn't mean that there aren't bad things. It doesn't mean that there aren't threatenings and lyings and violence going on around us. It just means don't focus on that exclusively. Look up in faith and trust that God knows what He's doing. Verse 13. After starting this pattern of faith, not fear, look at verse 13. Yea, he sent a proclamation among all the people that they should gather together unto one place. So there's this gathering. You bring people in, either physically or in our world today, virtually. We gather in. Verse 14, he caused that fortifications should be built round about them, and the strength thereof should be exceedingly great. You build defenses. And in this battle that we're fighting today against the forces of darkness and temptation and sin, we can build those fortifications of faith by doing things like gathering our family around us and opening the Scriptures and tuning our ears to God's prophets and building up this fortification of faith. He sets guards round about them. Verse 15, he invites them to repent of all their iniquities and cry unto the Lord. Verse 16, so great and marvelous were the words and prophecies of Laconius that they did cause fear to come upon all the people, and they did exert themselves in their might to do according to the words of Laconius. They jump into action and they get organized. They gather, verse 21, in the center of their lands from Bountiful. If you look at the map, the lands of Bountiful down through the capital city of Zarahemla, in that center striped area of the land, that's where these people are gathering from the outer parts into the center parts of the land. And they fortified themselves. And they get all their food and everything ready for 7 years to be able to subsist.